Hello, everyone. Captain Sarcastic here, and boy, I've been excited for this one. So you probably don't know about this, but a few years ago, Square Enix and Marvel announced that with Marvel's Avengers, if you got it on PlayStation, if you had it on PlayStation, there was going to be an event where you could get Spider-Man, but only on PlayStation. Now, I thought ahead of this. I pre-ordered Avengers on PlayStation, so I have it already. So I'm offline currently. My PS4 is offline right now. So I still will be getting it. I promise you that. I might get yelled at for it, but for getting Spider-Man, it's worth it. Anyway, like I was saying, they're going to be having... We've been wondering when Spider-Man's going to be added, when he was going to be added. And recently, we found out when it was going to drop because Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics, the Twitter that runs the Avengers marketing and all that, it's marketing, it's promotional material, all that, just its social media page, released a updated what's the word for it? Timeline. I'll just use timeline. It's not the official word for it. I forgot what the official words for it called, but it's timeline. And it said that November 30th, we were going to be getting Spider-Man on PS4 for Avengers, along with some skins and just major updates for the game altogether. And people have been wondering, I even asked Twitter, Avengers myself on Twitter, on this one, what if we were going to get a reveal for Spider-Man before this? If we were going to get a reveal of what he was going to look like, who's voice acting him, just what he plays like, if there was going to be like a war table. And turns out, yes, they revealed yesterday, yes, there is going to be a war table beforehand, as well as a trailer coming up this Friday. Well, another thing they dropped was an official look at Spider-Man. So taking a look at this, I can see that they definitely took a lot of inspiration from various various versions of Spider-Man over the years. They got the glove design. Now, a lot of people are going to say Far From Home. I'm going to say Amazing Spider-Man for that glove design there. I'm definitely seeing some patterning from Homecoming, as well as the lenses from Homecoming, Far From Home. The logo kind of looks like an amalgamation of the Homecoming, the Ultimate Spider-Man logo, and kind of the logo from Marvel's Strike Force. It kind of looks like the logo from Marvel's Strike Force. If you played that, you'll know what I'm talking about. With the actual suit details, right along there, you can kind of see that it's got the shoulder stripe from like Homecoming. Down here at the waist, along the waist area, it looks like it's taking cues from the current Marvel Spider-Man cartoon going on, where like as also the Amazing Spider-Man movie, the first one, where the symbol is the waist bit is kind of disconnected from the actual torso stripe. And the torso stripe seems to be kind of shorter, kind of shortened, where it just does not continue in that area. It just stops along there, and then that's part of the design. We got the stripes along the boots from like the shoulders and also along the glove cuff here, along this area, along that area. You could see that there. Honestly, I like it. I like it. As someone who likes just various versions of Spider-Man and likes to kind of imagine what certain versions of Spider-Man look like merged together in a suit, I actually like this. It's an amalgamation of my favorite versions of Spider-Man. Now, well, let me take that back. I completely hate the new cartoon of Spider-Man. But the suit looks cool. The show may be a dumbed down pile of garbage, but you have to admit, the suit does look pretty cool, actually. And the Amazing Spider-Man suit, anybody taking cue from that already has my respect, because that's my favorite Spider-Man suit ever. I know that's going to be a hot take, because there's a lot of people who think that the Andrew Garfield films are complete tire fires. I don't agree. Yes, Sony, and specifically Avi Arad, fucked up Amazing Spider-Man 2. A lot of that movie. But I still do enjoy Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. But it is quite obvious, so they're taking a lot more reference from Tom Holland's Spider-Man here. Along with a little bit of the Insomniac version of Spider-Man. With like the detailing around the detailing around the red pieces. Like around the waist area. It's got that black outline that's kind of emboldened. And then same thing around the actual chest and torso. And just little itty bits of detail just everywhere. But just looking at everything else, I will say that guy there below Thor, he's new. He is very much new. I've played through the Avengers campaign. I have not seen that enemy. And not even the DLC, I have not seen that enemy. Or if I have, I just don't remember him looking like that. I see they're using a lot of alternate skins for these characters. Some of them I don't recognize, like Miss Marvel's here. I don't recognize hers. But I like how it's got a kind of steampunkish, almost Asgardian look. Like, if you look at the detailing at her on her wrist, as well as the chainmail-like armor, the kind of scale mail design on her actual suit itself and on her boots, it does seem kind of Asgardian. Obviously, that's obviously the Bleeding Edge armor. Or not Bleeding Edge, but Marvel Now armor. Bleeding Edge was the other one. Okay. Thor, that's the base design, obviously. But it is. Oh. So we've seen the Avengers Tower in a lot of various in the background in like various parts of the game, but I think this is actually the closest look we've had at the Avengers Tower, actually. Which makes me think, is this going to be set at... Is there going to be a segment where you get to go to the Avengers Tower? Is that going to be like a headquarter, a home base you can use here during this DLC? Like, during this event. And, like, you play through this event, play through these missions, and you can permanently use the Avengers Tower. Because if so, that'd be awesome. Because as someone who's been kind of, kind of sad, actually, like, yeah, we have the helicarrier, we have the Wakandan castle you can use. You got Ant-Man's anthill, and then you also got the Shield HQ. It is kind of sad that the Avengers don't have the Avengers. It's confusing to me that the Avengers only have one home base, just because, as someone who's read the comic books and watched the cartoons and the movies, I know there's more than just the one base. They have the Avengers Tower, the Avengers Mansion. They got the Avengers HQ in MCU. So, like, are we gonna start seeing more Avengers-based HQs you can use beyond just the Chimera? Because as much as I like the Chimera, it would be nice to just chill at the Avengers Tower. You know, haven't really done that very much. Another thing I'm kind of wondering is Spider-Man gonna have like his own HQ here, like his own little debriefing area? Like it would be kind of cool if they have like a apartment that he uses. Obviously, because Spider-Man doesn't really have much money, he tends to stay at apartments. But are they gonna go that route, or are they gonna go the Into the Spider-Verse route and give him his own? You know, like, spoilers if you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse. If you haven't, I recommend stopping this video and going and watch that movie. It's an amazing movie that deserves respect. And it's actually the best Spider-Man film we've gotten to date. Like, as much as I love the Amazing Spider-Man films, Into the Spider-Verse beats those out. Without a doubt. It being their first legit animated Spider-Man series, a Spider-Man cartoon movie, I loved it. Anyway, spoilers for the movie. Like, halfway through the movie, it's revealed that Aunt May, specifically the Aunt May from Miles' dimension, knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and secretly has been housing Spider-Man's secret Batcave, like Spider Cave, in a shed in her backyard. And it's like the ultimate Spider Cave. It's got the Spider Buggy, just various Spider-Man vehicles, Spider Buggy, boat, motorcycle. It's got all of his different kinds of suits, ranging from the Insomniac Spider-Man suit to even the Big Time Spider-Man suit. Are they going to go that route? Because if so, that's going to be kind of cool, because I'm kind of wondering how they would tackle that. Because, yeah, Avengers, if you haven't played it, it is not a perfect game, but everyone who's played the game, whether they hate the game, the actual gameplay, or the designs of the characters, can unanimously agree that the environments in the game actually look pretty good. Crystal Dynamics is pretty good at designing environments. Like, they're not the greatest at designing video games, just gameplay in general, but they are pretty good at making environments for these superheroes to roam around in. So, it'd be kind of interesting to see how they would tackle, like, okay, we're going to give Spider-Man his own HQ, like from Into the Spider-Verse. What are we going to do here? You know? It'd be interesting to see that be played out. Another thing I'm kind of wondering is, what all skins are they going to be using for Spider-Man here? Because if you don't already know, like, it's kind of hard not to know. It's common knowledge at this point, but Spider-Man has a lot of designs. he has so many designs that if he was to make an entire wardrobe for his costumes and for his outfits, the wardrobe would have to be in a semi-truck that's on a shipping container. In a shipping container on a helicarrier, on his very own helicarrier. He has that many designs. So, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of designs they can pick and choose from. You got all the MCU skins. You got the Sam Raimi skins. Sam Raimi suits. You got the TASM suits. You got the animated series suits. And just all the various versions of those. Hell, you can even go back, all the way back, and give Spider-Man his old 60s cartoon suit. And make that into a actual Spider-Man skin. You got Big Time Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man. Hell, go all the way back. Unlimited. Let's see, what else do we got here? You could just pull designs from his fucking action figures. Because there's a lot of wacky and just ridiculous Spider-Man suit designs from various action figures, ranging from the classic Toy Biz Spider-Man line to, hell, even the Homecoming action figure suits. Like, they've come up with some pretty weird looking costumes. You have to admit that. For those action figures. So, like I said, design-wise, they're not exactly lacking. So, it's curious, makes me curious what suits they'll use. Like, we already had, like, a nice little taste of Spider-Man's just arsenal of costumes from, like, the Marvel Spider-Man game on PS4, which gave you literally over 40 suits. I think it was 44, 43 maybe? Just over 40 something suits. One of them, of course, being my personal favorite, the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. You know? Kind of wish they would come out with the second one. Maybe they will when No Way Home comes out. We'll see. But who knows? Maybe they're holding off on using that skin because Avengers might use it. But let me know what you guys think of this design for Spider-Man. Comment sections below. And I will see you guys later. Stop recording.